Assalamu alaikum. Welcome to my channel E-Zone. Please like it, subscribe it and share it with your friends and fellows. Today we will discuss structure of lungs.
There is a pair of lungs in the thoracic cavity. Now you can see 1 and 2. There are two lungs. Pair of lungs in the thoracic cavity. Now the question is, what is thoracic cavity? Thoracic cavity is also called as the chest cavity. What is thoracic cavity or chest cavity? Look at the diagram. This is the thoracic cavity or the chest cavity. It includes the ribs, the vertebral column, and the sternum. Okay, now look at it. All the ribs are attached with sternum at the front side, and the ribs are attached at the back side from the vertebral column. The sternum is also called as the chest bone or the breastbone. Okay, the chest wall is made up of 12 pairs of ribs. Now let's count 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11 and 12. There are 12 pair of ribs. And the last two ribs are called as the floating ribs. Look at the diagram. These are the floating ribs. They are called as the floating ribs because they are not attached with sternum. The rib muscles are called as the intercoastal muscles. Look at the diagram. These are the intercoastal muscles. Lungs are present just beneath the ribs. Nature of lungs. They are spongy and elastic in nature. Now we will discuss lobes and position of lungs. Right lung is bigger with 3 lobes. Look at the diagram. 1, 2 and 3. And the left lung is slightly smaller and has 2 lobes. Look at the diagram. 1 and 2. Now let's see the blood vessels of lungs. There are 2 blood vessels. One is pulmonary artery. It carries deoxygenated blood from the heart. As you already know it that arteries carry oxygenated blood except pulmonary artery. And whenever the word pulmonary is used somewhere, it means that it is about lungs. Okay, the next blood vessel is pulmonary vein. It carries oxygenated blood from lungs to the heart. Okay, now let's discuss structure of lungs. There is a thick muscular structure which is called as diaphragm, and it is present below the lungs. You can see in the diagram, the diaphragm is present just beneath the lungs. This is the diaphragm and it is present just beneath the lungs. Okay, there is the membranes of the lungs, and these are called as the pleural membrane. Each lung is enclosed by two membranes, the outer pleural membrane and the inner pleural membrane. And a fluid is present inside both of these membranes. Okay, now look at, these are the lung tissues. It's the inner pleural membrane and then its outer pleural membrane, and the fluid is present inside both of these membranes. Okay, now let's discuss pleural membrane. The membranes enclose a fluid which provides lubrication for the free expanding and contracting of the lungs. Okay, now look at the diagram. These are the membranes, and inside the membrane, this white one is the fluid. Okay students, open page number 7. Figure 10.4, lungs and pleural membranes. Now let's have a more clear view of the figure 10.4. That is lungs and pleural membranes. Now let's label the diagram. This is the right lung and this is the left lung. It's the inner pleural membrane, which is blue line, and then it's the outer pleural membrane, which is in red line. You can see in the diagram, it's the blue one, which is inner pleural membrane, and the red line, that is outer pleural membrane. Now this is fluid which is present between both of these membranes. These are the lung tissues. These pink one, these are the lung tissues. This is the enlarged view of the lung tissues.